Wow. I feel, as a new principal, like all term, I've been looking at some doors and windows and bricks, and now I've seen the whole house built. I feel like I've been looking at some strings and some notes on a piece of paper, and I heard the song sung. I feel like I've been looking at sort of the alphabet, 26 letters and some full stops and commas, and now I've read a really great essay. I've seen what all this TGS approach to teaching and learning is about. And I'm just immensely proud of just what each of you has produced. And what I love is that everybody's done something completely different. If I think of traditional education where children in uniforms are sitting in neat rows and all studying the same history, geography, maths and science, and they're going to write the same exam and hope, get results that are perhaps 2 or 3% different. This is just so unique, autobiographical. It's a journey of really, really profound learning. And I just want to say just well done to the students and just well done to the educators. I mean, to produce that, it takes phenomenal creativity, flexibility, innovation. And I love that these modules have got a plan. I mean, I've seen all the planning, but they also take on a life of their own. And each student perhaps pursues their particular journey. And it's been just absolutely inspirational. And you're talking to somebody who's been in education for 35 years. I think it's my 17th year being a principal. And I just want to say, this is brilliant. So, well done, everybody. And well done to the And yeah, it's been a whole lot of firsts for me. It's my first term here with Think Global School, my first term in Hiroshima. But in the last week, I've had a couple of firsts too, and I must just acknowledge them. Firstly, to Matt for taking me to my first karaoke. Woo! It's Japan, you've got to go to karaoke, and what I've discovered is that Matt and all the other educators who were there that evening can sing, and I like to think I can sing, but I don't really. So thanks, Matt. I also had my first earthquake. It was really, really exciting. I mean, I've never been in an earthquake before. And the whole building shook, and I thought, this is it. We're going to die. And I leapt up out of my seat, and I was in a coffee shop, and no one else batted an eye. They just kept on talking, and clearly it was just a really little one. And chatting to Kelsey after, you say, oh, no, that was like only a factor 4. And it got up to sort of an earthquake level 7. Then we do something about it, but just a little one, really, a tiddler. So yeah, that certainly was a big one for me. And then this is my first showcase, and I'm just so just honored and privileged to be here. And it's just such an extraordinary opportunity for you to be at Think Global School, and I hope you appreciate it. We were in an admissions meeting this morning, and looking to the next class coming in for next year. And they're just such incredible young people who have applied for the school. But you might be interested to know that for next year, we've had 1,800 inquiries for the school. 700 started the application and about 130 applied. 40 have been interviewed. We're down to about 27 finalists. I think there are 20 grade 12s leaving. We don't need to fill all of those, but there's just so many people really, really, really wanting to get into this amazing school. So it's just such an incredible opportunity. And to be an educator here, to be principal, is just such an honor, and I'm really, really excited to be here. So thank you. We have some thanks to give. First, as I said, just thank you to the students for all the work that you've put in, many hours. And one of the things I just hear from you is just, what's the time? Where do we get to do all this? And I'm conscious that you work 6 days a week and you work late into the evenings and often on a Sunday too to produce this. And just, thank you for the effort and dedication that you show. Thank you to the teachers, who are already now planning for the Greece term and the Vancouver term and beyond and beyond. And just all of that planning and prep that goes into it. And what you see here is the mere tip of the iceberg. There's always a lot of work that happens underground and invisibly to make that happen. To Emma, our in-country coordinator, thank you for so much of the work you do. And her job is a little, it's also one of those jobs that when things work well, we don't even notice it. It's just food, classrooms are there, it's just there. But when something doesn't work, there's no Wi-Fi in a classroom or something, then we all know about it. But just thank you for the incredible work that you do, and we're really grateful to you. Thank you to the staff, and they're not here, but sort of in absentia at the Sajur Fujita and Kembis for providing us with our food. putting up with us, and we demolished a couch along the way, and I think that's been repaired. But thank you to them. To Akio Shimatsu and the Otomachi Club. And we have a gift for you, Akio. Aiko, are you here? Here we go. And that's a photograph of the school group. And if you go to the classroom in Otomachi, you'll see framed photographs of previous generations of TGS students who've been there before us, and that'll join that group. To Hiroshima International School, to James Stewart and Mary Beth. Mary Beth was here earlier but had to leave. We're really grateful for them as our host school, and I've really enjoyed getting to know Hiroshima International School and James Stewart as a colleague and a friend. And then our host city specialists, Yuko. Are you here, Yuko? And then finally, there's a lot of planning and prep and educational philosophy that goes into this, but most importantly, what I've sensed this evening is that you're having fun. And thank you everybody for just celebrating the joy of learning and the process of learning, and I've had a wonderful evening, so thank you.